Italy. Ciao, Bella.
Ciao, Bella.
Ciao, Bella.
Man,
Grazie mille.
If you have nothing to say after going to
Grazie.
Italy, I'll be pissed.
I got nothing, dude. I got nothing.
Not
I
5
got
minutes
nothing.
to take up
When
an hour podcast.
It was Italy.
Oh, my God.
You know? It's like watching The Godfather.
Dude.
You've seen it.
It's gorgeous, right?
It is gorgeous. It was very cool. God damn. The food is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got it all.
It really kind of does. It like for I don't know, you know, this time around I was really like, this place is pretty fucking sick, man.
You got older.
Yeah.
You also experienced a lot more. You've seen other places in the world.
Yeah, and it had like it just had a nice little rhythm to it,
Yeah.
you know? I found like a coffee shop that was like right by a bus stop and a subway.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I would just sit in there every morning and just watch people cruise in. And no one sits down.
No.
No one sits down.
There's no fucking laptops or they just do
They literally
quick.
don't have. They don't have computers.
No.
They come in, they pound a shot of espresso.
They smoke it,
and
then
walk.
smoke a cigarette. Yeah.
It's weird.
They baby bird a fucking croissant. You know what I mean? They just like spit it into each other's mouth real quick.
It is.
They act like they're stock brokers. Like the speed with which they come into a coffee shop and then fucking bolt.
Yeah.
Like I gotta get back to the floor.
Dude.
But then they go outside and they sit there and stare at the tree and smoke a whole pack of cigarettes.
Yeah.
They got nothing to do.
They take a leisurely walk.
Yeah,
They sit
dude.
around.
They do
don't.
nothing.
Yes. Yeah. There are a lot of heavy lunch breaks.
There's just 65-year-old men in full 3-piece suits
Yeah.
just on the corner.
It does rule.
It's fucking incredible.
Where
Did you stay?
I stayed at like a little bed and breakfast in Rome that was like near the Vatican,
Yeah.
which was awesome. Although the guy in there he would give you like, this is a thing that I've noticed about Italian people is they
Smell different.
no, you know I can't smell for shit. I come from the bogs, but they will give you advice no matter what.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even even if it's completely irrelevant.
Yeah.
Dude, we get in a cab. Because it's just this thing, like they have to give you.
Yeah.
I don't know whether they want you to, you go like, oh wow, that guy really helped me out. But it would never be useful information.
Yeah.
This guy in the cab we got from the airport, he drops us off at the Airbnb, and I'm trying to figure out how to pay the guy, and he goes, "Scabdata pickpockets."
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
Yeah. Watch out for pickpockets.
Yeah, but it's like, why are you talking about there was no one on the street.
Yeah.
There was nobody around us.
Yeah.
And the first thing you say to me is something about pickpockets. I was like,
Yeah.
what are you going to pickpocket me or something?
Yeah, well, I mean, if I was dropping somebody off in North Philly, I'd be like, watch out for the blacks. No, I'm kidding. But dude, do you know what I mean? If I was a serviceman, you know, I drove a taxi cab into like a dangerous part of the city.
Yeah.
Also, the tourism that's how they make their money is like fucking. That guy is. He needs you to be safe for him to fill his pockets.
Let me tell you something. I don't buy this pickpocket thing for a second. Well, you got the best pickpockets in the world.
They're pretty fucking good, dude.
Give me a fucking break.
Half my Twitter
shit.
Foreign European pickpocketers, and they're like pretty girls. They come in packs of like 3, and they look like students. And these little cunts will ravage your bag before you feel a hair.
You don't think a pretty girl walks up to me and the alarm bells aren't ringing? You think a hot Italian woman walks up to me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just circling the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah. I would immediately be like, something is up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, like, my dad calls it the Italian wallet, which is like, there's no wallet. It's just, he just has a wad of cash with a clip, and his fucking credit cards and ID is everything in the middle of his cash. And every time he would say that to me all the time, he'd be like, put your wallet in your front pocket. And I'm like, what? He goes, put everything in the back pocket, the front pocket. We're getting on this train. And I was like, all right, relax. I was like 13.
Yeah. Do you have any idea how tight these jeans
Yeah,
are?
100%, dude. She would have to go in my underwear and hit a button to open this
You'd
pocket.
have to use a scalpel. Yeah.
It's a fucking Chinese store maze to get into my fucking, to the restaurant maze in fucking shitty neighborhoods.
Dude, and then we walk into the hotel, haven't slept in 30 hours. You sleep a little bit on the plane, but you're just fucking. We land at 6 a.m. It's like, dude, I'm zonked.
Yeah.
We get in there, and the fucking guy, he's like, you ever been to Rome? It's kind of
Yeah, he's got ideas already.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah. He was like nice, but I was like, yeah, I was here. This is her first time, and she was like, and he pulls out a map and he starts circling stuff and places, and it was just like, dude, give it a rest, man.
That's how they're trying to get
circling the Colosseum.
They're trying to get.
I mean, it's like we'll find it.
Yeah.
Good Christ. Then, dude, we leave to go to the Vatican Museum, and this
Circling the Colosseum.
yeah, dude, he wasn't.
I want to see this.
He wasn't circling.
Why do you think I'm here? Fuck face.
Yeah. It was not off the beaten path.
Yeah.
And then we're going to the Vatican Museum, and he's like, we're out the door, like we're like standing in the door, like leaving, being like, all right, see ya. And he's telling us how to sneak from the Vatican Museum into St. Peter's Basilica and skip the line. It's like, dude, I don't know the inside of the Vatican.
But I mean, if you're going to give me something, that's fucking nice.
It's kind of nice, but it's like,
do you know how long it takes to get in that fucking
Do you know how long it takes to tell someone how to sneak into that place? It's
in a foreign language?
Yeah, it's a 45-minute conversation about a building I've never been in. It's like, there's a staircase. I got to go.
Yeah.
There's 8 staircases.
It's just Jason Bourne
and
in
a
this
left,
whole thing.
And then he's like, if they say something, just act like you don't know what's... It's like,
yeah,
dude, I can't, man.
Yeah.
We're not going in there.
Well, did you go into any of the churches?
We went to the we went into the Vatican. We went to the museum. We went into like some of the like there was a tiny church on a little island we went into. We went on a food tour. My parents booked like a food tour where you just like hop around and like try stuff at different locations.
That rules.
And there was a dude, our tour guide.
That's adventurous for your mom.
Oh, it was great.
I can't see her doing that.
It was great. There was a thunderstorm. It was like the most romantic, fun little
Jesus
like we were like
Christ.
running around with umbrellas and shit.
You think your parents had sex?
Probably not.
You don't think so?
I don't.
Just with all the romance in the air, you don't think they tried to have sex?
I just don't. It's not how
You know what I mean?
It's not how our brains work.
What? Irish people?
Yeah.
Shit the fuck is she? They're animals.
You have a whole good day with your wife. Get to bed. Yeah. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Also,
don't
how
risk
exhausted,
it all.
dude.
Don't risk it all at the end.
How exhausted they must be. Imagine your dad like
you're gonna potentially compromise a good day with a shitty sexual experience.
Your mom goes
wait
like,
till tomorrow.
Goes back
Tomorrow's
in time, like, and she's like, he used to love when I would like blow him here, you know. Like she gets on her knees and your dad's like, hey, we've been walking cobblestones for fucking 8 hours today, huh? Can we let's call it quits. Let's get to bed.
Yes.
Yeah, I never thought about that.
Let's go to sleep.
Yeah. I'm sorry, go ahead. Food tour. I was thinking about your parents.
Yeah. It is an important thing to think about.
I do think about that when I see like older people like traveling into like,
they just bang
romantic places like that. You know, you think they rekindle. They haven't had sex in, probably 20 years. Do you think they try? Or do they get enough satisfaction and love out of just like smiling and hanging out?
Well, this is also the thing that I did kind of like.
I think I'm just talking about fear. Like I fear that's all it's going to
go
be
away
forever. Yeah. Because it does. It's already going away from me.
No, you
like
got
in
to
certain
take
areas.
a trip to Italy, man. because
every time I want to fuck, I gotta go to Italy.
These are like the little things that I was appreciating about Italian culture is that like your respect in society is based on how fat you can get and still fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's about being able to eat a lot and have sex. If you can only do one, no good.
Yeah.
They had statues of fat guys.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, we went.
I mean, they're usually politicians. They're not like.
Sure, but still, those are the guys, because those were the most revered men in society.
Yeah, 100%.
Dude with just a big belly, his suit doesn't fit.
Yeah.
I tried to convince my dad to buy like a wacky suit in fucking cleaning lady.
That's like the fourth different noise. Are you using a soundboard?
No, that's a cleaning lady.
Oh.
A cleaning lady just cleaning it up.
That's her. She's out there right now?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's interview her.
No.
Get her on the fucking
She
couch.
doesn't speak English.
That's great. No pick a pocket there.
No. I just had
Get her in here. I'll pick her
I just had a
fucking
week
pockets.
of that.
What?
I just had a week of that.
Oh, it's hilarious, dude. So how'd the food tour go? Give me a drag of that.
Food tour was
I
sick.
threw mine out today.
But the guy, the food tour guide was an actor.
It's the gayest thing in the world, dude.
Just a White Claw and a vape.
I'm calling a geek bar.
Dude,
I gotta get to Italy. I gotta fucking
it's
take this out of
paradise,
it.
man.
Yeah, I gotta roll my own cigarette, smoke a couple.
Oh yeah, old ladies smoking long, thin cigarettes. It's incredible.
They're healthy, even though they look like they shouldn't be.
Dude, my girl her mind was blown because every American girl is like, I can't eat a croissant, I can't have a thing, I can't have a muffin for breakfast, I'll fucking die.
Yeah.
And it's just like hot chicks walking in, hitting a muffin and a coffee, and it's just like
cheesy pasta for lunch. Yeah, but they walk.
True.
They do things, and also their pasta is not. There's no additive preservatives. Most of their shit is all homemade, so they don't.
That's true. The
guys who there are food critics that go. There was some fucking study done where they tried to eat identical dishes for over the course of so many days.
Yeah.
In both America and Italy.
Yeah.
And they did the same thing in like France, and they tracked their weight and their blood pressure and all their like.
Oh, I fattened up.
They
Brother.
did blood work and all that stuff. And there's just like the difference was night and day. How much weight you gain here, eating pasta twice a day for fucking 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And over there, you're active, but you're also how it's being processed prior to you consuming
That's
it.
what
And
they
then you
told me.
processing
They
it.
told me al dente.
Yeah.
They go heavy al dente.
Everything's al dente.
Yeah, and so they pride themselves on how al dente it gets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're basically just eating like hard pasta. but
They just breathe on it like
we did have a
cooked.
dude from Liverpool, an old man from Liverpool with his ugly wife who got drunk on the tour.
I bet he was no peach, dude.
The tour
You ever
guide-
seen a handsome dude from
Dude,
Liverpool?
There were a couple great ones on the tour. The tour guide goes, "Do you know why we cook it al dente?" And the Liverpool guy goes, "Because you can't cook." Amazing. My dad hit a nice one. We were going around the group and everyone was introducing themselves. You like gave your name and like an Italian pasta dish you like. They get to my dad. Everyone's going like cacio e pepe.
Yeah, you want spaghetti and meatballs? What do you say?
He goes chicken parm. The dude, oh, I almost snapped the dude's head off. It was awesome. We can get any chicken parm on the tour? Yeah.
The whole time he's like, "Don't embarrass yourself. Don't embarrass yourself." Peanut butter jelly's fine normally.
Dude.
Jesus Christ. Did you get fucked up, or is it just like all like?
Oh yeah.
You guys have like a wine tour as well?
Yeah. Everything. We were drinking the whole time. It was great. My mom got after a little bit.
That's
which has
nice.
never happened.
Yeah. Took a break from the Baileys.
Yeah. No, she never touches the stuff.
Yeah.
But she got after it on the food tour.
Yeah.
Also, this guy, he did this thing. This tour guide looked exactly like Cillian Murphy. Like exactly like Cillian Murphy. Killian, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, he's from your land.
Well, whatever. And
he goes to Italy. He forgets. Cillian Murphy.
Killian, billion, million, whatever.
Yeah. But spoke Italian?
Was completely Italian, but then
That kind of throws you off.
yeah. But then he when he introduced himself at the beginning of the tour, he said his last name was Murphy. And then at the end of the tour, like we were hanging out with him, and I was like, "Has anyone ever told you look exactly like Cillian Murphy?" And he's like, "Yeah, I've gotten that like a little bit." Like, and then I was like, "Man, that's crazy." He was like, kind of like, "I don't know, maybe, yeah." And then I go to Venmo him, and his name is just an Italian last name. He like told the tour his last name was Murphy, obviously, so someone would go,
Are you that guy? Yeah. Just for pussy? For tour pussy.
100%.
I love it.
And then he
I'm
pulled
not
up a
against
picture
this,
on his phone of him and Cillian Murphy. It was just like, dude, what are you doing?
And then letting you know, going, yeah, I mean, I think I've heard of it once. It's his whole fucking living room.
Dude, he did get me back. He was like, you look like Tucker Carlson.
Did he say that?
Yeah. Well, there was one. Dude.
My last name's Carlson.
He hit me. He was mad too. This was
because you called him out on shit.
No, this was earlier on in the tour because he would go he was like charming. He had his like bits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He had bits and they were good.
Yeah.
But every once in a while we'd be at a table and he'd do like a full
full set. Yeah. Nah, dude.
And it was just like, dude, like this doesn't have a payoff.
My girls,
and some of the punchlines you used up already to be quippy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like in the witty repartee of the meet and greet, you burned some of this already.
Yeah. You gotta know when to fucking cool it, dude.
So, but then it was like to me, so uncomfortable that I couldn't make eye contact with him.
Yes.
So and we're all just sitting at the table and he's at the head of the table doing his thing. And I was just like,
yeah.
And he was doing like 12 to 15.
Oh.
I'm telling you, dude, it was a long.
Yeah, he should be doing 5 at the Black Rabbit. Dude, doing 12, 15 in Rome? The fuck out of here.
It was rough.
Dude, I took Mara's mom came into town months ago. This is probably like 5 months ago. And we did we're just thinking of like things to do.
Yeah.
And I was like, things I would never fucking do. So we did that bat tour. I don't know if I talked about it on this, but I don't know if you remember me telling you about the guy, the gondola guy, whatever the fuck. He was just doing all his bits. And he wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Because the whole purpose of that is like the sun's coming down. You get to hear the bats.
Yes.
He pulls up in the pack of boats that are all trying to fight for this little nook where they all come out.
Yeah.
There's like 2 million bats in the span of like an hour. I don't know. But, and then he just keeps fucking going. And at one point, I just audibly just kept going, Jesus Christ. Dude, I couldn't.
You have
it
to.
It was like innate.
Yeah.
Where like I stopped, on the way there, I stopped looking at him. I started looking at my feet. I started exhaling where my girl would just grab my knee because it was quiet. And I'd be like, ugh. This dude was bombing so hard.
Dude.
And finally we sit down. I'm like, he should be shutting the fuck up. She's like, stop it. I'm like, well, we're trying to listen to fucking bats. And he's still going. And that's when I just kept going, dude, come on, man.
Yeah,
like,
you have to hit him with once.
Enough.
Just a little bit of, come on, dude.
And then he's on the dock going, he's shaking a bucket with like a Venmo thing you could scan. I'm like, you fucking blew it. If you shut the fuck up when you were supposed to shut the fuck up, you would have got a couple bucks.
I also heard that like 2 million bats is like a ball this big.
Yeah. Dude, they're this big. Yeah.
Did you tell me that?
Yeah.
It just, you did the bat thing and it was just like, it was like someone hit a golf ball.
Yeah, dude.
It was like,
and also you
out,
can't, like they're so small, but when they come out, they like align with the cracks in the bridge. So they're just like, it's like blur. You see a blur. It's like the fucking giant black dude that spits bees in that fucking retard movie.
The Green Mile.
He just opens his mouth. 2 million bees come out real quick, and it's just a blur. But imagine that at dusk, where you can't even identify what's going on.
So funny. It is so funny. It is so funny. It's like anytime you try to show your dad like a beautiful, like allegorical movie, it's that black guy spitting bees there. It represents Christ, Dad. He's dying for their sins. Hey guys, how's it going? This episode is brought to you by Huel. You know it, you love it. No time to cook, no problem. Our friends at Huel and today's sponsor have you covered. Spelled Huel, and their Black Edition ready to drink is a total game changer.
For sure.
It's a complete meal in one bottle with 35 grams of protein, 27 grams vitamins and minerals, high fiber and low sugar, so you feel focused and ready for your day. No prep, no cleanup, just grab and go. Huel's already sold over 500 million meals around the world, and now it's your turn to try. New customers get 15% off plus free gift at Huel.com when you use the code StuffIsland.
Bro, it's so good.
It is so good.
I say it every time, but like it is right now. I think it's my number one.
It's delicious. It's tasty.
Do you know what I've been doing? Bulk loading, batches. So I buy a half gallon to a gallon of milk, throw it in a blender with the dry, because I fly through the black ones.
Yeah.
And they have a coffee one that I drink before the gym.
Yep.
And the strawberry banana one's pretty sick. But yeah, now I just take the powdered bag and just do a pre-batch, throw it back in the gallon of milk so that it's just ready to pour after the gym.
Beautiful.
It's good tasting.
It's a
got it
beautiful
all.
thing. It's a perfectly balanced meal, and it tastes so good, and it's incredibly affordable. So why aren't you getting it? All you have to do is go to Huel.com, Huel.com/StuffIsland.
50% off first order and a free gift.
It's 15% off plus a free gift for new customers using the exclusive code StuffIsland at Huel.com.
All
right. Please see their description for terms and conditions. Skip the stress, not the nutrition. Try Huel today for complete nutrition. This episode is also brought to you by Rocket Money. Rocket Money, guys, if you listen to this podcast, is maybe our number one sponsor. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills so you can grow your savings. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when they use all of the app's premium features. Hey, that's a trip to Rome.
Yeah, that is a trip to Rome.
You can take a trip to Rome, $740. How about that? It's easy to create a personalized budget with custom categories to keep your spending on track. See your monthly spending trends in each category to know exactly where your money is going. Get alerts if bills increase in price, there's unusual spending activity, or if you're close to going over the budget. New goals feature automatically saves money for you so you don't have to think about it. Help pay off bills, put away money for a house, or just build your savings. Rocket Money makes it easy. They also get on the horn and they get these subscriptions canceled for you. It's incredible. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/StuffIsland today. That's rocketmoney.com/StuffIsland, rocketmoney.com/StuffIsland.
You know, I signed up for a car wash monthly fee.
Oh my God.
I didn't know that because unlike Rocket Money, this cocksucker was like, for 2 months, it's $22. It's $15 for a regular wash. $22. And then for the second month, it's 0.01 cent. Right?
Yes.
You get 2 months for essentially 2 washes. You would be more than that.
Yep.
2 full months. I washed my car like 3-4 times. Should have been way more. And then the receipt they give you, it's all the jargon. You have to deliver a handwritten cancellation note 7 days prior to the end. Handwritten. To this car wash place where no one knows English.
Yeah, that's what they think. Where Rocket Money gets a hold of
That's what I'm saying, dude.
You're going to have a handwritten note on their fucking forehead. Carved into a little Aldo Rain. All right. I guess. Yuck. The fuck did he eat?
Dude, I went to... There's one thing I did have an embarrassment going back to your Coliseum map thing. Yeah, because the maps they give you are like children's coloring
really
books.
Are, yeah.
Because it's like, you can't.
Yeah,
I know. I know. Yeah, you got 80-year-olds from Liverpool. You got to circle some stuff.
You need like
going.
Big Bird. Yeah. Big Bird. Yeah. Big
so
Bird.
You're looking at this fucking giant map. I've been there 3 times, so I've seen everything in Rome and Tuscany and Florence and you know. But my father only went to Rome once. And I swear to God, I took a different route with this guy one time and it didn't walk down. There's one area, and I don't know, where you turn the corner and you can just see for miles and the pillars are up and, up and down and there's partial buildings. You're passing a graveyard.
Oh, yeah, it's the Forum.
Yeah.
You get up on the Forum. It's
I don't
crazy.
think he saw the Forum. The guy took us around.
You can miss it. Yeah.
You can miss it. And it was the most striking thing I saw there.
Yeah.
Because everything is so compact where like there's no open space really to let it absorb. You're always just constantly going, whoa.
Yes. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And that leveled me and we missed it when my dad went. And it still wears on me.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Because I didn't see it until the second time I went to Rome.
Yeah.
And I was like, my father, he would have cried.
It's
like
crazy.
it floored me, and I was like, we have to go back. But now he's
I remember because we saw it. We didn't really see it this time, but we saw it when my dad and I went like 20 years ago.
Yeah,
we saw it.
Yeah,
but we didn't know the Roman Forum was like the whole place.
Yeah,
we thought the Forum would be like a single thing.
Yeah, where you get pizza.
Yeah, so, dude, we're wandering around and all this, being like, "This is amazing." You think that's the Forum?
Yeah.
That's the Forum. Yeah.
Dude, and also, did you see? I don't know if they were doing.
Now you have to like pay to get in that. We used to last time we went, we just wandered around.
I think when I went, they were excavating, so they're constantly finding other worlds underneath.
Dude. That's what
said. They'll dig up to preserve and they'll find another floor of something. So there's always roped off and lights on for excavations.
Yeah.
Even in the places that you think they've already looked for shit.
Yeah. And the Italians kind of are over it.
Yeah, probably.
They're 100% over it.
Yeah.
Every one of them you talk to, it's like, you can't build a fucking thing.
Yeah.
You dig, you
can't.
put a shovel in the ground and you hit fucking Caesar's wrist.
It. Yeah. Protect
and
it.
all of a sudden it's just like, all right, we got to come in here. And,
yeah. Forever.
As everyone you'd talk to about the subway would be like, should be better. Fucking sucks.
We can't.
Every time you try to build a tunnel, you're just There's so much shit down there.
Yeah.
Well, apparently they were saying,
pissed off at history. Your fat ass has to walk 3 blocks.
That's literally the energy they had.
I know.
They were like, in the year 0, there was 1 million people here.
Yeah.
And then like 800 years later, there was like 30,000.
Yeah.
And then so they just filled it in and built on top of it.
Yeah.
And they're like, now it's back, and then you want to build something. There's a fucking someone's house is down there. It's like, who gives a fuck? And it's at that point to them, it's like it's all the same.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Oh, of course.
You're like, oh, you found another one?
Yeah. They don't get
more pots. So you found more pots down there.
Yeah, it's one of those unfortunate things where
pots.
You're like, I hope you never tire from the visuals of something like that, but you have to.
Sitting in traffic, knowing that it could be better.
Yeah,
but some dude in the year like 400 AD
fell down the steps.
Yeah, built a shithole, and just you got to keep that.
Yeah, he's probably a pack rat. These clay jars that like no one gives a fuck about, but now we're excavating it like it's got Caesar's head.
No, it could be anything.
Yeah.
They did. Yeah, it's got to be exhausting.
Do you have a favorite part? That's tough. That's a tough question, but
yeah, I don't know.
Give me that puffer.
I think it's like nice when you're. I don't know. This time I got really into just like I said, I kept going to that one coffee shop because it was not touristy. It was just people getting to work.
Yeah,
and there was 3 just people that made the coffee, and they were like really fun and good, and they just. Everyone would shoot the shit for 15 seconds and then move.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this is nice. I can watch this a lot.
I think that's why they say, like, I don't know, this is just a fucking subjective opinion, but having 2 weeks at a location as grand as Rome, you do some of the tourist stuff, but then you set some time aside to learn the culture.
Yeah. And actually,
or absorb the culture, not learn it, but like, go to a countryside. Did you go to Tuscany at all?
Yeah. So we went, where the place my buddy got married was like out in like on a vineyard kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
And it was up on this hill that like
I don't even know someone that has that money.
Overlooked Florence.
Jesus Christ.
It was fucking nuts.
What's he do? This I almost called him. I'm pissed.
I don't know. Hey,
good for him. What's he do? Well, he's got to be finance or something, right? Because he's Connecticut.
No, he lives. He's been in Europe for like 20 years.
Oh wow.
He lives in Copenhagen. He does like
tech.
No, he does. He's like a headhunter, but for like executives. You know, like he works with companies to find like an executive that's going to help him
change like a big company.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It's pretty sick.
10% of 20 million is pretty sick.
Yeah. His lady does the same thing, so they're doing
awesome.
good. Yeah.
How was the ceremony itself?
It was
just
great.
Beautiful.
Oh, it was so fun. But I thought everyone was going to be going nuts, like. You know, we're in fucking Tuscany.
Yeah, but they live there, and they're like, "This is normal."
Nobody lives there. No, nobody's from Tuscany.
Oh, but they're all old, rich white people.
Well, I thought the like.
Let me ask you something. Were there any black guys or Puerto Ricans that really fucking turn it up?
No, but I thought it's like we're having fun. No one bought like a funky suit. I went out. I got.
No one bought a funky suit. Or the wedding. I thought we're gonna wearing suits.
Yeah. I got linen pants.
You look great.
I got a white. I was wearing,
You got a double-breasted suit jacket. I fucking went like this.
Yeah, I was like.
I had that Homer Simpson fucking meme.
I had like a fuzzy shirt. I was going crazy. I
Good
was
for
like,
you.
whatever. I'll fucking.
When in Rome, right?
Yeah, exactly. But
that's why I wear a kilt when I go to Ireland.
But everyone, it was Connecticut and Germany.
Yeah.
Like, so
Jesus
they were all
Christ.
just, they were fun, but it was all just like everyone was
Two of the
dressed
worst
like
whites, dude.
It was like it was just a whole.
Makes you want to be not white.
Yeah, dude. 100%.
What was the music choice?
They were getting nuts. It was
They had
fun.
some dancing.
Yeah, dance floor was fun.
That's got to be fun. Just watching. I
was
love
great.
watching old white people
It
dance.
was also just like the dinner itself was fucking sick. It was just I've never been to a place like that in my life. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Just sitting on like a hillside. I don't know. You can't.
Do you think they consummated the
Fucking
marriage,
believe
or
it.
do you think they
What?
retired too?
Well, no, they probably got after.
Yeah, you think
yeah,
so?
Yeah. They're fun. They're a fun group.
Damn.
They're getting wild.
Did you bring that double-breasted suit home?
I did.
Let me try it on because
You need it for something?
I don't think you're gonna use that again.
Probably
And
not.
I will.
Probably not.
That's where I got my double-breasted. It's from Italy.
Oh,
Yeah,
really? Oh
yeah.
no, I got this at Madewell.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's fine.
I went to Madewell and bought a bunch of stuff. I guess
Shout out Madewell, dude.
They
That's
must
one
have
of our-
known I was coming because they had an Irish guy's idea of what Italy's like.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I bought
Well,
a
you
bunch of
went
crap.
far enough. You didn't go too crazy. You know what I mean? You weren't wearing a fucking beret with a fake mustache. You walked the line. Let me tell you that. I saw the outfit. You certainly walked the line. I think you pulled it off, but
That would have been.
I'm sure me and Shane
so sick.
we have some things to say about the picture, but you look great for there. If you rolled up at an American
Dude.
wedding like that.
Well, there's a reason I didn't post any photos of it.
It's funny.
I thought I was in the trust tree.
Well, that's good that your parents got did stuff because when I took my mom and dad, my mom she would tire out quick because it is a lot of walking.
Yeah.
It's a lot of uphills, so she was beat most of the time. We went to Amalfi Coast for 5 days.
Jesus.
And the ride out there, dude, they got these Sprinter vans for the tourists.
Yeah.
And the wops that drive these vans are lawless.
Yes.
We're talking F1 type mentalities, dude.
Yeah.
They might do these neck exercises just because the hillside is the windiest thing you can imagine. And the undulation, it's like you're constantly doing this and you can't, because they're sprinters to fit like 20 fat foreigners.
Dude.
The seats are high, so you can't see the horizon. You can't lock on to anything.
No.
And you're going like this. So my mom's got a barf bag out.
Yeah.
So
and they're
she-
honking,
Yeah,
because they don't know what's coming around.
You can't see.
Yeah, so they just go,
Constant-
"Well, hopefully, hopefully someone's just hearing that I'm coming."
And then they miss side view mirrors by
my-
a cunt
yeah,
hair.
yeah.
And there's always gasps from the people in the because they think we're gonna hit. And then the one whoever's on the outside, you're 2 feet from rolling down this gorgeous cliff and dying in a beautiful fiery wreck.
It's fucking wild.
Yeah, dude. But
They drive like absolute dickheads. But even that,
back a clip and just go, oh yeah,
we
we did say that.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did say the big fat black retard with
Dude,
beats
I
coming out.
watched them like because they're reposting like Matt and Shane clips
Yeah.
from back in the day.
Yeah.
And I'm going just like, man,
Yeah.
I forget. We're doing this a while.
Yeah, you're like 3 inches shorter.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
What's
God, even
been
look,
said.
even the Look at Dish videos from like 2.5, 3 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
We're kids.
Yeah.
I look so much different.
Yeah.
We talked about it on the podcast. I don't think you were here. It was when there's 2 aging years.
Oh, yeah.
They say your body goes through like significant aging. It's 45 and 60.
Really?
Yeah. That's what I mean, genetically, that's what they say.
I don't know. Maybe we could stave it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing my best. Actually, no, I'm not.
Yeah, not even close.
No, I'm not even close.
We're doing everything wrong.
But yeah, I'm trying to do
Yeah.
my worst. I'm doing my best while doing the worst.
Yes, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Keeping
Trying
things
to
moving. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to.
It's a balance. It's a delicate balancing act.
Yeah. Trying to balance the croissants with 8 balls. Me just not doing drugs anymore. I'm like, dude, what else can I do? You know?
Yeah, it's all. I already did it.
Yeah. We good? Sick.
Yeah.
That's because after we record here, Chris leaves this thing running for 3 days straight.
I don't.
Josh does.
I take the card with it.
You might be,
You take the card out and then we'll leave it on.
you might be on the chopping block.
Everyone's getting it today.
Yeah. Now we're getting all these new hires in for Look at This revamp.
That's good energy. That's good energy to bring into the room.
Yeah. What? You might be fired. Yeah. It's more positive than how we started.
What do you mean?
We started like we were in a urinal about to fight.
Well,
Are you just exhausted? You deplete it.
yeah, it's a lot of socializing.
What's the come down
It's a
going from
lot of
fucking
socializing.
Rome to Austin? That's got to be.
It's kind of nice to be back.
Yeah.
Honestly, the weather's not that different.
Yeah.
The weather there was fucking
Just less humid?
unbelievable. What? Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think we just got lucky because every dude we talked to was like, "Man, you guys are. I can't believe how good the weather is right now. Normally,
was
it's
it
just
warmer?
wet.
Oh.
What?
Oh, it's a rainy season.
I don't think it supposedly doesn't rain there that much. It just gets humid as fuck. It's kind of like down here where you're just like,
Yeah.
Normally it's just thick,
Yeah.
but it was like crisp and cool and nice there. It
Nice.
was- yeah. Apparently it was like everyone was telling us that it was because it was like lush and green, and they were like, it's not supposed to be like this.
Yeah.
Normally it's like arid and like brown and burnt, like how Austin gets,
Yeah.
where all the grass is like, I guess it's alive. It comes back, but
Did you go to Milan?
no, we just went from Rome to Florence.
Should see Milan.
I bet it's yeah.
Ciao bella.
I bet, dude. The dudes there too. That's the other impressive part about their driving is nobody's looking at the road.
Because they're all staring at hots.
Yes, they're like they don't even pretend to not.
Yeah.
Every dude is just
Gawking.
yeah.
Yeah. It's the horniest
And the
place
chicks,
on
too.
earth.
Yeah.
It's the horniest place on earth.
It's wild.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like an airport for me. I'm always
Yes.
horny at an airport.
Of course.
Yeah.
How can you not be?
Hey, just give me 2 drinks at the Delta Lounge and I am chomping at the bit to eat ass in the fucking private bathroom. A couple hard-boiled eggs, eat some buns.
It does.
I
It's
allow-
international waters.
It is. Yeah.
You go. Come on. We're
Yeah.
out here.
Yeah.
You know, who knows where the next plane could take us? You know? We could go anywhere.
You wake up 4 hours later, your wife's on the phone. Fuck. Yeah, I'll be home soon. Chance. When's your next destination? You're going up on the road with Shane this week?
Next week, I think. Yeah, going to Cali. Going back to Cali.
Nice.
Yeah.
What parts?
I think Anaheim and San Diego.
San Diego rules. You only have 1 day there, though?
I think 2.
Oh, that's nice.
2 and then back. Yeah, that'll be fucking sick. That'll be fun. I've been out there. Oh, that was the other crazy thing. Fucking Santino. I was like, I finally got to.
saw that.
I got
He was
to
in
Florence.
Italy.
I got to Florence. I'm sitting in some fucking piazza drinking with my friends, and he just walks up behind me.
Oh, you guys ran into each other.
Yeah, he somehow knew I was there. I guess he had talked to my girl. I had no fucking idea.
Jesus Christ.
And he has my location because from when we were on the road together, that was
truly
he needed to know where I was.
Yeah.
So
Imagine
he
traveling all the way to Florence. The last thing you see is a bright redhead. You know what I mean?
It was fucking
Sneaking
crazy.
up behind you.
And he filmed it. I thought he would. I don't know.
Was he doing golf or was he on vacation?
What? No, he was just like on vacation out there. This episode is also brought to you by the Ridge Wallet.
The Ridge Wallet.
Look,
baby, I'm loving it.
It's a great wallet.
I am loving it.
Okay, it's.
I've been wearing
sleek.
baggier pants too, so you can't see the structure of it.
Oh yeah,
Because
dude.
it is a fucking beast.
And the pickpockets, they don't know what's going on.
Yeah, you think hot Italian women are getting my Ridge Wallet?
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, they don't know. Like they expect to feel a soft, leathery thing.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean, or some cash.
Yeah.
They don't expect
Yeah.
the Ridge Wallet.
It's
you know what I mean? They
off-putting.
don't know what it is.
Yeah, it could be the barrel
that
of
guy's
something
got
dangerous.
Yeah, he's got a hard drive in his pocket. You know, you don't know. This guy's editing videos. This guy's, they look past it. You hide in plain sight. That's the beauty of the Ridge Wallet. Memorial Day weekends are meant for backyard barbecues and relaxing, but it can be hard to relax with a giant, chunky old wallet weighing your pants down. This is also a thing. You got that chunky old wallet, pickpockets can see from a mile away.
100%.
Ridge Wallet is the slim, sleek upgrade your pockets have been begging for and pickpockets are terrified of. Look, we've all been there hauling around a wallet that feels more like a cinder block than an accessory. It's bulky, it's awkward, and it's not doing your lower back any favors. Am I right about that? That's where Ridge Wallet comes in. Ridge Wallets are ultra slim, effortlessly sleeky, surprisingly spacious. It holds up to 12 cards plus cash, all without turning your pockets into a lumpy mess. It slips right in your front pocket.
Dude, their
practically
keychain rolls.
disappears.
I got the keychain.
The keychain.
I got a keychain.
Yeah.
Ridge.
That's the power move.
It's a power move. Lets them know what's in my fucking pocket.
Does it extend?
No.
That'd be
Like a
sick.
janitor?
No,
Like like beeping into a fucking accounting place?
No, I was thinking. I still got pickpockets on the brain.
Yeah,
I want a guy to try to steal your wallet, and then you realize he's handcuffed to you by the Ridge Wallet keychain. Like a magic trick.
Yeah.
50 colors and styles. Ridge Wallet isn't just functional; it's personal. Whether you want sleek, black, or forged carbon fiber, a wallet that features your favorite NFL team, or one that just matches your vibe, they got you covered. Right now, Ridge Wallet is having their huge Memorial Day sale. Get up to 40% off at ridge.com/Stuff Island. Just head to ridge.com/Stuff Island to see their biggest sale of the year. After you purchase, they will ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them our show sent you.
Let's go. Rules.
And it was one of those things where I turned around and I was like, oh my God. And then I start going like, what the fuck
Yeah.
is happening? Also, like I immediately trigger like the guilt, you know what I mean? Where I'm like, he didn't like go out of his way to do this, did he? You know what I mean? You start going like, oh, and like it was so, I was like, you could see my face. I'm like excited. And then I'm like,
Yeah.
this wasn't like, please tell me you didn't. Please tell me you didn't put a lot of effort into it.
I'm not worth this effort.
I know.
I want you to let you know. Yeah, I promise you I am not worth this. I'm already letting you down in
And
my
then
head.
and then he was like, no, I was in town. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, fake.
So it's not me? It's not me? Let's hug over. Dap me up.
But yeah, that was like fucking surreal.
That's so funny.
Then like his parents were there, my parents were there. We all went out to dinner. It was like fucking nuts.
That's crazy.
Great. That was like, yeah, my brain was pretty rattled from that whole thing. You're just like walking around Florence, getting drunk with them. And my parents, it was like, that was bizarre.
I was texting Richie Redding to be here. 3:30. You know Richie Redding? He's a fun wig from OG Philly days. Opens for Cat Williams.
Yeah. Or at least he used to.
Yeah, we'll talk to him about it.
Yeah. I
Cat's
don't know
the
if
man,
he still
dude.
does. Cat is the man.
Cat is the fucking best.
He is the man.
He's the best. He's my favorite.
He's somehow.
Everything he does is great.
He really does exemplify a comedian
Yeah.
where it's like he's completely
Out of his mind.
fucking mind.
Yeah.
Like if you were in the same room as him, you'd almost be scared.
Yeah.
And yet he'll have like the most lucid takes
Yeah.
on any given topic.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is this magic?
Yeah. It's almost like
This alchemy you're doing.
he uses the
You're like
insanity as
stabbing a teenager on a basketball court. And then I didn't even know you. Yeah. Why are you there? And then the next thing you know, you're like breaking down Israel Palestine in a hilarious. And
he
concise
seems
way.
to like. It's almost like he's created this insane shell to protect people and ward off people from getting close because they're afraid of him, like you said.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's like an unleashed, untrained pit bull in a fucking party. And then it's like the flip of the switch just shows his brilliance. And you're like, oh, this might be actually, he might just be doing an act. He might be Kaufman this whole thing.
It really is.
Being a fucking
It's the prestige.
psychopath.
It's the prestige. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Prestige.
It is. It is. When they're watching the Asian man like walk like he's old and sick, and he's like, "This is the trick." He's pretending he's weak. Yeah. Total commitment to his craft.
Yeah, dude, him going on What's His Face's podcast and just shitting on Diddy and like all the stuff before it came out.
Oh, so great.
Dude's a sorcerer. He was saying all this shit's gonna happen and fucking.
Oh, was he?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. He's like, that's why I didn't turn down. I don't know how to do his voice yet, but he'd like turning down, going to all these celebrity parties. You know, he was just like openly saying like, that's why I never fuck with that. You know.
Yeah, I guess you could also probably just.
He's like, the storm is a brewing. You know, doing all that shit. It's a coming. And he was fucking right, dude.
I guess you could probably just guess with a lot of that. You know what I mean?
Good thing I threw it out, huh? Well, the thing is, I won't have it when I leave you.
Right.
That's the wean.
He'll just be thinking about it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I think we
On
should.
the way over here, I just started hitting my pockets, forgetting I threw it out.
I'd like to take a trip. We should take a trip and just cold turkey 1 week.
Everything?
Just do it.
You got to give me a couple pops.
I would love to see a cold turkey.
I'll do a cold turkey week with you.
Just cold, yeah. Just go
Everything,
somewhere.
though, that's crazy.
I guess we have a few beers, but no nicotine.
No nicotine, no drugs.
Yep,
So no marijuana, no mushrooms, no fucking anything.
nothing to quit vaping.
I would also do no hard liquor. I would just do like seltzers and light stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is that's not drinking.
No, that's taking it easy.
That's
Couple glasses of wine.
Couple glasses of wine.
They don't have sulfates in the Italian
There
wine.
you go. They don't.
You don't get a hangover, or what? I think that's
Drink
what it
natural
is.
wines.
Yeah,
Remember when we got fucked up with Sam Talent?
Yeah,
we drank
yeah.
fucking 10 bottles
and
of
we
wine.
were fine the next day.
Next day, fine. Had my underwear in my head. Still making pasta. It's al dente.
I would. I think it's the only way to break the curse
All right.
is to just because I think you get sick.
You do?
Yeah. Like I think the nicotine withdrawal is pretty real.
So no zins.
No zins, no nothing. Just
Raw dogging.
yeah.
Why don't we go to a lake house?
You know when you take when you don't vape for like 12 hours, that weird.
It's fucking clumsy broad.
Just got a lot to clean up out there. You know that weird brain fog you get?
Yeah.
Like you
Every
literally
day.
feel like you're like outside of your body.
Yeah. I didn't go
Yeah.
to the gym 2 days.
Really?
I feel like I'm swimming in cobwebs.
Wait, right now you haven't gone to the gym in 2
I
days?
didn't go yesterday. And
What
I didn't go the
happened?
day before. Once we start the meeting,
2 o'clock.
The meeting we had, and then I drank a few ciders. I was already feeling like shit. I was like, I just want to get through our pod. I mean, what a perfect time to set this up. You think Chris has this in his calendar?
I thought we were doing it at 1.
Yeah. Well, we still have to go to 3.
I didn't know we were doing 2 hours.
What do you think we do here every week?
Well, we're doing a thing tomorrow.
Oh, that's for next
threw
week.
me off the trail.
Landau's in town just for a couple
And then
days.
once you got here and it was 2 hours, then you're just like, well,
bring her in.
yeah. The only way over is through.
We're just picking our feet up. She's vacuuming underneath.
That would be nice.
Oh man. Well, I'm glad you had a good time. We should go to a lake house close. There's a place called Fredericksburg that people have been raving about.
Dude, I just drove west this morning.
It's gorgeous.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's hilly.
It's unbelievable. It was the first time I really went that way. I just went for a drive. I was like, I gotta get out of the house.
My doctor's office is up there, and it's.
I think I'm gonna start driving around.
I mean, once we started doing the Tacoma 3, T3 EPs, I would just start driving northwest.
Yeah,
and you hit a hill, and you're like, whoa! So you just see the vastness. Of the countryside, and it gets country quick. It's like PA, like you go 30 minutes left,
dude,
and it's a fucking
and it gets a little there's a ridge line, there's some mountains,
there's mountain people,
it's crazy.
We do a lake house.
I love it.
There's lakes up there.
Are there?
Yeah, we do a nice little lake Airbnb.
That'd be nice.
We can pod,
swim around.
We'll cook,
do some jet skis,
some LAD.
I'd like to get nice on a jet ski and do some of those moves.
Oh, the one where you go down? The jets, the way, do they exist anymore?
I don't know. Ski-doos? There's got to be some guys that are still doing it. There's got to be some guys that are still doing it.
Sea-doo. No, that's the one where it had like the fucking handlebars move.
I think that's the
jet ski. And the Wave Runner is locked in.
Oh, no, the Wave Runner is the stand-up one.
I don't think so.
I think the Wave Runner is the stand-up one. I think the jet ski is the fucking...
Yeah.
Like the motorcycle.
Yeah, the locked ones are for putting like fat-ass Latinas on in Jamaica. You know, let them jiggle around.
How brutal did it have to be for some of those people that spent like... They put their 10,000 hours in on the Wave Runner. And then people just went, yeah, no, that's
too much.
It's too much. I'm not watching that anymore.
Dude, they would come up and go down and like do a spin and shit. Yeah, they're like
they
like
never
WWE
advanced
wrestlers.
beyond that. Yeah. They never advanced. It's like the kids the bike kids in Philly where it's just like I've seen the wheelie, guys. What else are we doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At some point,
well, there's no middle ground. It's like the maniacs that do X Games and the shit they pull off. Where do you go to train for that shit? You know?
Dude, it's just fucking skate park.
They're throwing fucking They're letting go of their bike, catching it in the fucking air. That's so insane.
That is so insane. That's out in the country.
Yeah.
Those guys.
Well,
just
you know
left
how these little Russians and fucking Romanians, they get on these trampolines and then have old perverts like help them with their triple flips.
Yeah.
And they've like safety precautions into like sponge pits. You know what I mean? Like they're being trained to be miserable and stunt their growth for fucking 30 years.
Yeah.
And they come out like little pygmy squirrels and they never grow past like 4 feet. But they still have like a fucking, you know, a Ninja Turtle shell. They're disgusting.
I like them. I like the little
retired gymnasts are frightening to see in person.
I love it. I love them.
I watched one throw a pitch out, like a first pitch, and I got close to her. Incredible shape, but it's like it's the strangest thing. It's like seeing a fucking
it's a shaved gorilla.
It's like seeing it's a shaved. It's
100% a shaved gorilla. Where you're just like, this is all too tight. Yeah.
You ever see a horseshoe crab come out of its shell to get a new shell, and you're like, oh, it's got that fucking tail thing.
They can't even. They don't even have the flexibility to like.
Yeah, it's just all compact.
Damn, you know, I wish every dude, every young dude wanted to do the Iron Cross.
Nah, Iron Cross rules.
Yeah,
I still watch that on my Twitter. Just the giant dudes holding the fucking Roman pillars.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that was a thing. I think it was like is that an Olympic thing or just like
it was like a move in the Olympics that I think they outlawed for a little while. Like one guy did it and then
ripped his arm off.
No, they were just like, stop doing that. I think it was like a political thing. I think like a Russian guy did it and they were like, that's banned from now on.
Oh.
Yeah, there was like something
Like
where
he was against the government. He's like,
I think it was
torture system.
I think the other nations were like, we hate that's no one
Yeah.
else can do that, and now it's banned.
Speaking of, tush push
Tush push made it through.
made it through. Not bad.
It had to make it through.
Of course,
it had to make it.
It's a normal football play that everybody could do, but you just can't do it as good as Philly.
yeah, which also I'm surprised about.
So am I. What's going on?
I thought after game
Do you know how
one,
much tape the other teams are watching?
they just can't.
Slow-mo angles, 5 different angles. Who's ducking down where and when?
Yeah,
How do we combat that? And you can't figure it out at the highest level. It's baffling to the point where we have to talk about it on a podcast.
I know.
Two guys that have no idea what the fuck, how do they do it? And also the D lines, you're not like, you're a dog barking at itself in the mirror, to quote Gerben, but like, you're not like, there's not that much size difference. We're not talking about NFL team versus a college team. It's like, stop us.
I don't know. Yeah, but it's
You're
like,
talking about form, function, and speed.
yeah.
Something is missing that no other team can do it. Because when they do it, they're not trying to do it against, they're doing it against other teams, and it's a flop.
I know, but yeah, I think once they're done paying the meatballs, because I think everyone drafted like a giant
Yeah.
piece of steak.
Yeah.
This time around, right? Aren't there teams that drafted like a guy who's played like one game and he's just like 600 pounds?
Yeah, but
they're
I mean,
just gonna put him right on the defensive line.
That's
for
why the
tush
combine
push.
is so important, because if you're showing speed and skill sets that can be trained, you know, it's like anything else going. Like you can't train certain things, but I can get you into a form. It's like Jordan Mailata.
Yeah.
Right? He played rugby and he was such a fucking freak beast. They were like, you ever try American football? And he's like, nah. And so then he just learned how to play football at the highest level. He's a Pro Bowler. Like he's just the best.
But eventually they're just gonna get someone from 1,000-pound life and
Right.
just sit him on sit him on the nose of the ball. It's just like move that guy,
Dude, wheeling him out in the fucking just a wheelbarrow, just emptying him out. He's on his back.
Have the two other defensive linemen get him out there and just sit him down.
You got to waste all your timeouts getting this fat shit back on the sideline. I got a TV timeout. Carl's back out. It's Carl. Man, it's those 1,000-pound. They're hard to watch because it becomes like smell-o-vision for me.
Oh yeah,
Where I just imagine the fucking
the stink.
yeah. You ever sit next to someone who's
That is
moderately fat?
yeah.
So what happens is there's a growth of bacteria in their folds because of the density of the moisture,
Yeah.
and it
Yeah,
it
well-
emits because it's like dying, decaying flesh and
Oh
bacteria
yeah. And it's not
that
getting,
they don't clean
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
So I watch these guys that
Because
are
it's like getting under a boat. You know, you got to take the thing out of the
there's
water and-
barnacles. There's barnacles in between
you
their
gotta
kneecaps.
Scrape it, then hose it. You ever see those? What is it, cleaning whales and stuff?
God, they're not for resale either. Hard to get off your hands once you
But
buy one. Of
that
these.
is the other thing about that is the other thing about Rome is that
No fats.
the big boys there are some.
Yeah, but they're moderate.
There were some. No, there were some.
Walk up to
I'm
them,
talking
ask
about
their
tourists.
ID.
I'm talking about
That's
tourists.
what I mean. You got to go. Yeah.
Yeah, and it takes its toll. You see them. It's like
They're all
yeah.
sitting down.
They're wearing those like what are those like tinfoil blankets that they wear
After a marathon,
It's just like
reflecting the sun.
that's just one hill there, and it's just metal. Tin blanket,
Taking pictures.
Yeah, bowl of carbonara.
He did it.
Yeah,
He fucking did it.
dude, they'll sit on like old Roman columns.
Dude, it's so true. If there's no Roman columns, they pull up like a chair from a restaurant. That's just they're not even eating. Sad.
No, none of the chairs work out there for them.
Yeah, true.
There's not a chair in Italy
True.
that can hold a full size American. So they have to sit on something marble, stone.
I saw this melting candle try and get into like a fucking a roller coaster seat. Their whole thing was like they're not making roller coasters for big people. It's like, of course we're not.
Yeah,
It's going 1,000 miles an hour in loops. You think I
Yes.
want to sit next to you to offset the fucking weight distribution?
It can fucking fly off the track. You can't
You're a
turn
death
that kind of
hazard.
weight. Yeah.
You're a death hazard to yourself, let alone this speedball going up in the fucking loop-de-loop. You fucking monster. Go get some Dippin' Dots and wait for me to get done having fun.
It would be just. They just strap them in sideways. You know, like laying across
you can
all
have two
4
booths.
chairs.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine going on a roller coaster.
Some dude just sideways.
Oh man,
Dude, that happened in Wildwood not too long ago, like 20 years ago. Some dude got his head lopped off because he slid out of his like harness and he slid like up this way. And it was back when like you could, there's still, I think it's still there, but they, you know how as the thing's like coming down and it like gets close to the ground, do you know the foundational poles that are like holding it like an angle? His fucking head going boom, came right the fuck off. Imagine it slowing down. You're coming to. You're like the color's coming back in your face. You look over and the guy's just headless, just bleeding all over your fucking lap. So you got to get a piece of that lawsuit too, because you're fucked for life.
yeah, it's scarring.
Yeah, you can
But-
head back to HEB
But, dude,
after that shit.
but a
dude.
fat guy in like paint me white like one of your French girls, like
It's
repose,
hilarious.
ripping on a is so funny.
It's
and
so
just enjoying it.
Just
Just dude.
you can almost like hear the parents
Why,
like
that's
warning him.
really getting me.
As he's getting so fat, like you're not gonna be able to go to Great Adventure next year if you keep this up. Like they're using it as a threat. He said, "You want to try? You want to ride this? You want to ride this? You better stop eating that." He's like, "Mom, there's a training compilation." He's just shadow boxing in a McDonald's parking lot. All right. Well,
Damn.
that was Italy.
Italy. Italy. It's a beautiful place. I do want to spend like a month there, kind of, and just. Of course, I know. Obviously,
I do kind of want to get my dick sucked by 6 girls for a month.
but just you know, and just get into the rhythm
culture.
of it, see what's going on.
I think I'm going to retire there when I'm old, if I
That'd
make
be
it.
awesome.
Or France. My girl wants to live in the south of France. She lived in France for a year. She's obsessed with it.
Yeah, I've never been. Well, I went in. I went like over the border. It's like going to Camden.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not the same.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
get into France.
I'm supposed to go on 9/11. I don't want to bring it up again. But
Yeah, well,
never made it. We can go there. Quit vape. Actually, you can't go. That's like the
9/11?
land of the
Go to the
vape.
ground zero. What?
No, go to France.
Oh yeah. I do think if you plan it far ahead enough, it's not that bad.
No, the fucking
Dude, I will say this.
I got like $4,000 in fucking flyer miles.
dude.
Like,
oh yeah,
just
yeah,
cash.
yeah.
And then I got like 1,000,000 miles to use.
Yo, dude, yeah.
It's
You
not
could do
about
it-
the
You
flight.
could do it just on miles. You could easily do it just on miles.
Yeah.
But it's also like, I will say the prices over there are fucking unbelievably good.
Yeah.
Dude, we would, you know, because we were rolling around with like a pretty big group. There'd be like 10 of us.
Yeah.
Everyone would get like 2 drinks and we'd have like a bunch of snacks and shit.
Yeah.
And the bill would be like $150.
Incredible.
And you're like,
I'll tell you what, right now.
how is
I'm-
this possible?
I'm getting fired up, but fucking
dude, I got
Austin needs to calm the fuck down. Pretending they're fucking Rome. Like we
Rome
had, dude,
was
we had
cheap.
sushi. I was hungry. And we got nothing.
Yeah.
It was like $175. We had 1 drink each.
dude.
And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And it was like in a strip mall, which apparently she loves sushi in strip malls because it reminds her of Indiana. I'm like, we're going to get fucking raped and fleeced in this place.
Yeah.
And we did.
Dude, I got a coffee.
Cocktails are $18.
It's insane.
And guess what? I got one more beef. If you own a bar that has pre-made spout cocktail, let's say it's a fucking Paloma,
Yeah.
that you would charge $15 to hand shake at a cocktail bar, if it's on a spout, half it.
Yes.
I'm not spending any money because you're not doing anything. And also the quality's down.
Yep.
There's no freshness. It's in a fucking tanker running through a spit tube that you haven't cleaned in a while. It's $8. If it's 16, Handmade, $8 out of a spout.
Yeah.
That's why I'm getting it out of the spout.
I'm with you.
And say it on here from a draft.
I'm with
Let
you.
me know it's a draft. I won't buy that fucking cocktail. If I see this fucking bitch walk up to it and then go like this, go, oh, fuck it. The Paloma's out of a fucking spigot.
Like drinking hose water?
Yeah, it's hose water. The fucking Dasani hose water. Fucking cunt. Calm down, Austin. Your coffees are like $8 now. You cocksucker.
I got a coffee.
We're almost done anyway.
I got a coffee, a water, and a chocolate croissant. €3.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. I still dream of Cuba.
I like protested the bill. Dude. I was like, are you
yeah, I'm sorry. You
sure?
must have missed.
A bottle of water.
Yeah.
Bottle of water is
€6.
$65. Dude.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable.
Do you know I steal water every time we fly?
Oh, yeah, you got it.
Yeah. Every
You got
airport. That's what I do.
Yeah.
And my girl at this point, she gets sick to her stomach and nervous or just like embarrassed.
Just hides in the bushes.
No, she'll be like, I'll meet you at the lounge.
Yeah.
And I just walk up to one of those fucking, Hudson Newses.
Yeah, you got it.
I grab 2 big Evians or
You got it.
Fijis. I go fucking high class. I'll pick up something. I go walk around. And then I'll just go, baby, hey, what's that? All right, yeah. And I'll just walk.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Do you want anything? And I just act out.
Yeah.
I'm not talking to anyone. I pretend to go talk to somebody, and then sometimes I'll just take a peek back because they're wondering, like, what's this guy doing? And then I'll grab something, I'll look at a book, and then I just walk. I'll walk away with $30 worth of fucking Evian.
I almost feel like you're working too hard. You can just walk in there, grab it,
but
and
sometimes
look at your
it's
shoes
it's
and walk
for
out.
me.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting off on it too.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? There's
The whole airport's looking at you. Hey!
yeah.
No, I'm coming.
Yeah. They got that book you wanted online.
What'd you say?
All right, let's go. I got to piss.
All right.